What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome back to MKO Boxing, aka MKO Pugilism, where we're talking all things boxing. So, as I say, follow me at TikTok and like and subscribe on YouTube. Put a bell notification on all. So, yeah, let's get into this one. So, this one I'm just going to talk about the best of the rest from the Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois undercard. So, first of all, the first fight out, you had the upset by Padley, who managed to upset Mark Chamberlain, beating him on points. He done very well for himself. And that was a good performance by him. He I thought he had quite short notice, but it turned out that he managed to actually have a full camp. So well done to Padley. Comes from a mining town, and as I got to the arena, all his fans were sort of screaming, "Yeah, up the miners," and stuff. So, yeah, it is great win for Padley, and that may put him on the map now and get him onto possibly more Riyadh season cards in the future. Depending on what happens next. So, other than that, you had Anthony Cacache beating Josh Warrington on points. That was a fight that was pretty good. It was an action-packed fight, from bell to bell. But Cacace just managed to sort of outpoint Warrington. Warrington did do well for himself, though he did make it pretty close. But I think it was just a case where Cacace just was able to have his own way that little bit more, and just do that little bit extra to beat Josh Warrington on points. Um, you also had the Josh Kelly beating Ishmael Davis. For me, in the arena at the time, not very exciting fight, but at the end of the day, you know, he gets the result. Does Josh Kelly? Not a very exciting fight. A lot of it was, him sort of moving backwards. Ishmael Davis mainly following him around, unable to really get Josh Kelly to stand still and unable to really impose his will on Josh Kelly. So Josh Kelly with his superior movement and versus Ishmael Davis with his sort of inability to cut the ring off, which is what I was saying watching it, like, why is he not cutting the ring off? He needs to do that. And he had kind of an onslaught in the last round. But obviously, by the time it came to the last round, it wasn't enough, and Josh Kelly walks away with that one. We also had, of course, the fight I was really most looking forward to, apart from Joshua Dubois, which was Joshua Buatsi versus Willie Hutchinson. That was a bit of a barn burner. That was a good fight. Joshua Buatsi was fully in the ascendancy for most of it, having his own way for most of the time, but Willie Hutchinson did have a lot of heart, showed a lot of heart in the ring. There were moments where he would get hurt by Joshua Buatsi. He would then come back and get Joshua Buatsi back, and he would manage to sometimes do some damage on Joshua Buatsi. But Buatsi done some intelligent work in there. He went to the body of Hutchinson and broke him down to the body, put him down twice with big body shots, and that was the main difference there. He would, Joshua Buatsi was sort of on top for the most of that fight, and it was impressive performance. I think the only what you can say with Joshua Buatsi, from at least in my opinion, is that the negative there was that I think he just took too many shots, and there was, in there, I suppose you could say maybe a lack of stamina, but he was able to still be strong till the very end. But there were times where he did get hurt, he did get buzzed a bit, and where he had to sort of move around a bit. And I would have liked to have seen Joshua Buatsi try and go to finish Willie Hutchinson off, but that wasn't to be. But overall, it was a decent performance by Joshua Buatsi. But on the night, I was just thinking to myself, he's not gonna. he's not going to be ready for the winner of Bivol Beterbiev based on that performance. I think they'd both eat him alive. I don't think he'd be ready for that as yet. But at the same time, I suppose if you're in line for a shot at a world champion and you get the opportunity, you might never get it again, so you take it. So if he gets that opportunity, he's gonna have to pretty much take it. But I don't give him much chance against Bivol or Beterbiev. Whoever wins, I don't give him much of an opportunity there. But um, he proved to be that bit better than Willie Hutchinson. He proved to be the superior guy in that fight. So congrats to Joshua Buatsi. We had the chief support also, which was Hamzah Sheeraz versus Tyler Denny. This one turned out to be a complete and utter mismatch, and it's ironic that the chief support was a mismatch and a blowout, and so was the main event. So this one, it hardly really got going. I mean, it would, first round opened up. Hamza Shiraz was dipping down, throwing good straight punches and managed to clip Tyler Denny in round one, put him down with a right hand, I believe landed, was like right hand come right hook, landed around the temple of Tyler Denny, put him down. Tyler Denny, he'd done very well to get to his feet, but just he tried. He tried. He gave it his all. He was throwing shots, but I think the lack of punching power really hurt him in his fight. And Shiraz just pretty much put it on him, was able to get close to him. Nothing Denny was through at Hamza Shiraz was able to make any dent or any impact. And he ended up getting stopped in round two. So early, easy, nice work for Hamza Shiraz. He dealt with Tyler Denny very easily. And it was like the first hard shots he landed. And it was funny because the shot that he landed in the first round didn't even look like much, that the one he put Denny down with. But I suppose when you get hit around the temple area of your head, at the sort of top of the head, you do, it does disorient you and it does sort of mess up your equilibrium. So yeah, that's what happened there. Shiraz just utterly destroys him in 2 rounds. And yeah, that was it. And then it moved on to the main event. But yeah, it was a decent undercard. I think for me, the best fights were clearly, I think the opener was a decent fight, Padley winning. And but for me, I enjoyed the Buatsi Hutchinson fight more. And then I think the Cacache versus Warrington was a good fight too. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on the undercard. Let me know what you thought about the undercard. Was it worth the sort of pay-per-view price? Let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, it's MKO Boxing over and out.